smelling good today. Ooh, nice and yummy. Lunch that I just had. Let's get straight into the field of science and space. So, probably weren't there, but I did a whole moon mission where I go land on the moon with this giant freaking frigate-sized spaceship called the Moon Tour. Basically I'm trying to get these two to dock together, and I think what I might do instead is have the station hub actually meet us in orbit to dock with us, because I need more fuel. Technically I could make it to Minmus from here, but it would be very sketchy, which if I were to try, I would probably be wasting a lot of time. Okay, so let's see which one here we want to be in. The moon lander ran out of monopropellant, so I have no real way of turning this into like something to dock with. So I'm gonna have to bring the other part of the ship to this, which we'll switch to here. We're meeting it with it in 2 minutes. Yeah, we need to hurry up. Switch to. Okay. This part of the ship is very slow. Very sketchy when it comes to docking with it, because as you see, it's very slow. So this starship, I kind of just did a free flow making this, just trying to make it as idealistic as possible. We have 2 minutes, maybe about a minute left. We are pointed at our target. Saw a little fluff on my screen. Thought it was it, but it's not. Okay, so I can't tell if that's a dead pixel on my screen or it's like a dead pixel. It's crazy. Didn't think my laptop had any. Okay, so we are going to interesting. Okay, so I need to bring this closer. I think what I gotta do is burn retrograde, burn towards the target. Let's pay attention to this. That is very close. Let's go with this as a start. Don't want to waste our monopropellant here because we don't have very much. we have our nuclear rockets, our nuclear engines to help us get around. We also have time warp to stop our spin. We can time warp to our node. The calculation is a little messed up, it seems. So I think all we're doing is we're moving our periaps to the opposite side, so our apoapsis is going to touch our target. That is the intention here, at least, to bring the apoapsis up on the navigation. Looks like I did the timing perfectly. This is weird. I don't know what's going on here with the 3,000 meters per second, but my fuel, I have enough to get 2 Minmus with the rocket engines. The rockets, that's about it. Okay, yeah, I'm already going too far here. Let's go to our retrograde. Super slow. Super duper slow. Rotating this thing around constantly. This thing is a very beautiful, I would like to say, frigate. I mean, it's definitely the size of a pretty hefty craft. I would say it's about maybe like 40 feet longer than Starship, because I think Starship is like something about that size. Okay, so what can we do here to fix our maneuver here to get us closer? Okay, let's do that, yeah. That should be good for a miniature burn. So basically, we want to get this to the purple side of, or the thick purple side of the target, reticle, whatever you want to call it. Let's warp. Oh wait, we're already at the node essentially. I think that is as close as we'll get it there. We are currently 7 kilometers out. Okay, let's warp to here. Actually, we do need to fix our node here. Add the maneuver. Very sensitive, it seems. That is good. Let's just go aim over there. I think we should be very well aligned. So this is our fuel count right here. The what is this? The Poodle engine we have here, that is our emergency supply of rocket fuel. I had a thought before I got on the game here. I was thinking, what if I put like a giant cylinder of RCS right there and another reaction wheel, because that would help me turn like in these times like this faster, like where I need it to. I don't really use too much science when it comes to building these rockets. I kind of just use my own common knowledge. So I could definitely get a lot more frisky and technical with the crafts I'm making, which that would make these crafts a lot easier to use. Alright, now let's warp to the vector. And burn. We gotta wait a little bit so we can just watch it from here. We want that kind of there. That brings us to 0.2 kilometers. Okay. I think from here I probably don't need to do maneuvers anymore. Let's go to our prograde, I believe. Yes, I think the prograde might be what is... Yeah, that's... Okay, so we're already heading towards the target. We are currently still... Can we see here, where is can we see target information, how far away the target is from here? We are 2 kilometers out, and by the time we get here in 5 minutes we will be in 200 meters. So we gotta be a little bit prepared here. I believe we can possibly make it go a little bit better if we do something like this. Yeah, this is what I mean by like I haven't been too scientific or anything with these crafts that I'm making, because I totally could have like kind of broke this down and find the center of balance so I can line up these RCS ports properly, and I just did not, and I'm suffering because of it. Which I believe we will be fine. I think what I will do here is I will add a maneuver to line ourselves up to be pretty much perfect with our target here. Which I think okay, so I think what I might do is bring the moon station to this craft and dock onto the moon lander, because I did put a emergency docking port at the bottom of it. So, ugh. Okay, so basically once we get up close to the our maneuver node, we should be a lot more lined up. Now, I could be using cheats right now to just use the Moonlander for you turn on the infinite propellant and use the Moonlander's RCS again, but this is all part of the challenge. This is a giant. How many tourists? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tourists that we are taking on a venture here to both the moon and Minmus in one go. We already had a dock once. I would be out of fuel right now with my nuclear rockets, but I am not, because I went to the Kerbal International Space Station around Kerbin. Our KISS station, we kissed with it, got our nutrients to survive for longer, as in our liquid fuel, and that is what we will do with the moon station, which is here, station hub. It's either, I believe actually it's wherever the relay is. I'll find it here in a sec. There's just a lot of clutter, so it's kind of hard to spot where it is. Which maybe it is this, but I think this is actually for something else. Let's see, it's not the relay here. Ah, yes, I think this is it. I think Starship Model 1 relay. Okay, so that has some fuel on it. So what I can do is I can bring that over to our craft here and refuel a little bit, and then so I actually don't think that the relay has a connection actually. It is pretty much in line with our orbit, so it won't be too hard to bring it to us. This is our main focus here for right now, though. We have to burn away. Are we out of electric charge? Yeah, we are. Okay. Well, there's the Moonlander flying by. Don't know how we still have lights. I think what we gotta do is we gotta wait for. Well, I guess we could just throttle up a little bit. We just want to get rid of all of that relative movement, just like that, with the Moonlander, and then we go and we face it. Out of electric charge again? Nope. Let's try and save our battery as much as we can here. Okay, I don't know what's draining the battery, but I suppose it might be fine. The sun has appeared, and we have just skyrocketed with electric charge. So that seems to be an issue that I did not address when making this Starship model was the electric charge required. I have like pieces for communication, and I don't think I have what I need for okay, we are heading directly towards the moon lander. Turn our SAS again. Let's just skip over to it. Let's set this as the target. Let's go look at it. Yeah, see, this is where I put all of the electric charge. Silly me. I should have put it all on this. Should have put some electric charge in this as well. You know, I could address these issues as I go along, but I'm kind of just having to remember the issue here, so that whenever I go back to the vehicle assembly, I can just fix the issue there, instead of leaving now, fixing it, and then coming back, because there is a time limit here, and that is to dock with this craft. Okay. Speed up a little bit here. Nice, beautiful entry into this dock right here. So slow down a little bit. Let's make sure this is looking directly at our target here. Is falling out a little bit here. Here we go. Okay. This should be a good entry here. Let's try and spin this just a tad. Line that up a little bit. Nice. We are docked. So with this docking port here, what we can do is we can, since our lander is out of fuel, we can bring our Starship relay right here. Now, this should have a ton of fuel. Either this or the station. Okay, so it's not this. This has a ton of oxidizer. Oh wait, there is a ton of liquid fuel here, actually. Wow, yeah, that's quite a bit. And it also has a little bit of monopropellant as well. Nice. Okay. So this relay here, I have left it out here purely with the intent to use it at any point for, well, what I'm about to use it for right now, to bring fuel over to any craft that I need. So this, okay, so let's get all of the fuel out of these tanks and into this smaller portion here, because this is the, you don't have to move this entire thing. We can move a small portion of it. We can leave this, for an example, out here for anything else. Let's just pin everything that we need. Let's get oxidizer in. Try and get this liquid fuel out as well. I believe all of these are full on liquid fuel here. You know, I think what I might do first is actually just try and see if I can get this entire thing over to the Moonlander, because then I'd have extra fuel, just huge amounts of extra fuel. So let's set this as target. Okay, so to dock with this, we have to increase our orbit here a little bit. Let's fill this with oxidizer. So the engines that are currently on are these engines right here. And it's this one. Okay. Let's turn off this one. Okay, we got oxidizer filled in these tanks and liquid fuel. Okay, so let's fill these. I guess I could just do this. Fill all. Let's get all of these. Pinned. And then pin this. And then out. This is supposed to have no crossfeed on this. What is going on here? Do I have, oh right, I have a deep space probe in here. A science probe. Okay, yeah, I guess so let's stop messing around with it now. Let's fill her up. While this is filling, let's theorize here our projection and getting a orbit going with our target. Let's first get our degree fixed. Let's go ahead and... So I think we have an engineer on our starship, so we can do stuff like taking a battery off of this and putting it on the other craft. I might do. I don't know if I have an EVA repair kit, but that should have been illegal. Okay. And then we just warp to our spot. Nice. We can unpin all of these. My burn timer is broken, it seems. I can kind of base it on this maybe. Let's just watch our ascending node. Yeah, we're going to be on the complete opposite end of our target here, which means we need to extend our orbit so that way we go slower, they go faster, and we get to them easier. Okay, perfect. Then we just gotta go to our prograde. Just do this until we intersect. Okay. I can push this ahead of time. Okay, gotta hurry up and make this. Boy. Oh, that's it right there. Perfect. Says the burn time is going to be 9 seconds. Let's just reduce that a little bit. We just gotta watch from here. getting closer. Just eye it down from here. I think at 1 kilometer that should be good. Yeah, that's good right there. And then we can just even that out when I get here. So what we want to do is decrease and do this. And essentially we put this just closer. Don't know what's going on there. Okay, I think that's what's going on. So yeah, we'll do a base maneuver like this. Crap. Am I just not seeing this correctly? What's going on here? I guess that's fine, as long as we are circularized. Okay. Well, we can warp to the node as soon as we got our vector, our pointer on it. This would be pretty easy docking, since it's already around the moon. We can recharge our monopropellant, liquid fuel, and our oxidizers, which I think we should be fine on. Wait, no, yeah, we need lots of oxidizer. Okay. We'll be taking most of our liquid fuel here, which we might not have enough, honestly. I'm not sure. I want to say there's about 2,000 units of liquid fuel to be stored. For those nuclear engines. We get here and then we warp around. Okay, there's a little bit of a drift, cosmic drift. Okay. It's a good thing this reaction wheel, whatever I have to turn this thing, is working great, because this would be very bad. Okay, so we kind of gotta like I don't think we can do this in 13 seconds. Are we doing it in 13 seconds? Is that what's going on here? How is this thing so efficient? You know, I could actually just hook this onto the moon lander and actually push this all the way out to Minmus, honestly. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea to have. We are a kilometer out. So let's see here. We're looking at 1.7 kilometers there. Let's just add maneuver, shrink that down. that should be it, like right there. Okay, so that looks more like it. All we gotta really do actually is just put this over top of this, which is why this is here, because when this is right here and you accelerate, since this is the periapse, you'll actually be pushing this away from where you're accelerating, and if it was the apoapsis, it would come towards where you're accelerating. So I might not use the mainsail on the starship we're using for the moon mission. But we'll try and see if we can use this giant hunk of metal that's been just stuck out here for who even knows how long. Let's get a closer look here. Okay, so this is where we are looking at the target. So target is that way, and we need to bring this on the opposite side. To have this pulled towards this. So that's where we can use RCS and push ourselves in line. We can line this up with our target node here. And that's it. Turn off our RCS and we go back to our prograde. And then you're slowly approaching now. Yes indeed, yes indeed. Okay, so should do nicely. Yes, okay. Let's just warp to here. Yep, there's our target right there. Kind of flew past it, but I think that's actually probably good if we do that. So let's get rid of our velocity going this way. Since we're going reverse, we are pushing away from the periapsis here, and we are heading away from it currently. That's what that means. So what we have to do is we have to basically just reverse our behinds towards the target again. This thing is just huge. The fact that I'm able to dock these giant freaking things together is absolutely crazy. Okay, so we are here. Let's just stop ourselves, turn on RCS, and go backwards. We are going backwards towards our target. And then just line ourselves up here. Okay, and then we go back to prograde. Don't know what happened there. is it? Why is it? I apparently have gears, landing gear on this thing. Interesting. Okay, so basically we want this thing to go prograde again. I don't know why it's doing that. We didn't lose signal or anything. What's going on? It's weird. Just control from here. Drift over to our target, and we'll use our stasis warp thing to keep us lined up, stop us from going too far, and boom. Okay, that should be all we need to do, and then let's just point this in the right direction. Let's control from here. Okay. Gotta get it on the right pixel. Where is it? Oh. Come on. It's the docking port. Whatever, I think that's good. Okay. So slow. Now that we have the lander on here, this thing turns super duper slowly. So this will be what we have stuck in one space. Let's just why is it not letting me do that? It's weird. What we can do is provide just ever so slightly a tiny little burn to get us 1 meter per second towards our target. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to bring that giant hunk of metal with us to Minmus. It's not going to do us any good with all that weight. What we're going to do is we're going to take as much as we can with the liquid fuel and oxidizer, and we are going to get out of here and go to Minmus, and then that'll be the end of the mission. We go home after that. So yeah. And that is 1 meter per second. Switch back over. Don't know why this is doing that all of a sudden. Okay. Is this... What is going on here? Do we already have docking ports as main target here? Where is the docking port? So hard to do. Why can't I right click. Whatever. Alright. Let's just adjust ourselves here. Okay. Still heading directly towards lander. There we go. Alright. Adjust ourselves again. This is beautiful. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Okay, that should be good. Nice little rocket. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god, come on, turn. Turn. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, oh, oh. Too far, too far. Oh, is that... We are touching. I think SAS is still on in this. Yeah, there we go. When there's large crafts like this, SAS usually keeps docking ports from connecting. And boom! Giant freaking interstellar looking spaceship right here. That's insane. Bro, I'm gonna go to bed probably around like 9, maybe 9:30. That's usually what time I'm supposed to be asleep by, or the time I'm supposed to take my pill, at least around 9 to 9:30. It used to be 8, but like I found out that you could be a little bit off on the timing. Okay, so now that I docked this giant freaking thing together, let's get our fuels out here. So what we want to do is we want to pin this one and just want to pin this one and this one, and then we'll should also pin all of these, I guess. So much fuel here to be spread. Let's close that. Okay, so let's start with all of these. This is going to take a minute. A very long and hefty minute. Oh my gosh. Okay. All of these. Jesus Christ. So many freaking fuel tanks gotta make sure the room smells nice and sweet. Fluffy. And then we can do this. And then we just go out. I should fill all of these. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice. Yeah, I'll play Phasmophobia. I downloaded like all of my games that are less than like 3 gigabytes. So I have a huge library. This is what it looks like. This is my library now. I got all of these games now. I also got Peak. But yeah, I probably won't even really play like half of these, but yeah. Let's go back to the game. $6:30. Nice. I don't know if it's gonna be today, but Cody's gonna be helping me with the car pretty soon here. I don't think he seems like maybe he's not going to today. To help me today. I don't know. Ooh. Let's just unpin that and it's out with this. Once this is empty, we'll unpin it. We also gotta steal all of the monopropellant from this thing. Okay, so let me get a closer look of what is in here. I think I ruined it. Okay, so small little probe. It's got a surface scanning module on it for whatever reason. I think it was before I realized the surface scanning module is only when you're on the ground. Tiny little engine, I think. I think these probes are going to be completely useless, honestly. So I think I'll just let this giant thing just rot out here in space. Okay, sounds good. I technically just ate like an hour ago, so I probably won't eat dinner, but I'll be ready to game. I would like to steal these batteries. Okay, I can unpin this now. Out with this. This also does work as like a small hub for station. Kind of works as like a miniature station. Let's see. So I think my ship should be almost completely full after both of these tanks. I might be just a little bit low on liquid fuel, which I don't think I'll be wasting too many resources to bring the station to also dock with this. We'll see. It's time for me to get comfortable. Oh my god. I can't sit crisscross anymore. Shit just hurts. Okay. I took a shower today, so I'm nice and healthy. Nice and chill gameplay. Oh my god, my charger is danger close to unplugging and turning off my entire laptop. Alright. Headphones. Oh, okay. Yeah, smell like apples and grapefruit. Alright, that is this empty. Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me that's all my. No. Okay. Apples and banana. I don't think I need all the liquid fuel in the world. I can actually also disable 2 of my engines on my landing craft, on the lander. I'm not sure what else in this vessel has liquid fuel in it. Oh, here we go, this does. Just get all those back open. Need all the liquid fuel. We need all the precious nutrients to feed our bellies. So that's all the tanks almost completely full. Still have to fill these with oxidizer as well. These 2 tanks are going to be what is going to take a little bit to refill. Okay, so what still has liquid fuel? I want to have liquid fuel. But I don't want to have liquid fuel. These tanks.
Okay. You know, with mods, this would be a lot easier, but there's no mods. At least that will run on my laptop. I think that will be as much as I can get for Starship. You know, if I had billions, trillions of dollars, I would be doing this right now in IRL. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so none of these take oxidizer. These do though, so let's fill them. So these tanks, these are the ones for the lander, so I think I might pull out of my reserve for the Poodle engine. It was meant to be spare liquid fuel and the oxidizer for a reason, in case I had to do anything like this. Plus using it makes the craft lighter in general, which also is good for getting back home. So after we go to min this, we'll be nice and doing good. Oh yeah, I also need to transfer monopropellants. It's only taking so long because I have so many tanks. Which I can also pull out of these tanks to fill these. Like I can pull out of the noses, the nose cones. That might fill up maybe 4 of these. Not sure. Goes the mountains of the moon. all of our oxidizer. Find our big tanks. Ah, yes, Bill does have an EVA repair kit. So what we can do is we can take some batteries off of this and put it on our starship. That will do nicely for us. What you should need is like 4. Okay, nice. It's all of our monopropellant full. Nice. Okay. So we should have Bill step out. Let's go to day. Daylight. Okay. Okay, so basically we're going to take these batteries right here. We're going to mount them onto the starship. Maybe I'll just attach them to the command pod. Let's go, Bill. Can I? Doesn't appear like I can do that. Trying to find batteries. No batteries. I had no idea you could do that. What? Yo. What? Yeah. Yo. Okay, well, we seem to be doomed on the battery part. As long as we have sunlight, we'll have electric charge. But, I mean, we still need batteries. Didn't I put batteries in here? No. Why does this have so much electric charge, but I don't see where the batteries are? Where did I put the batteries on this thing? Well, I don't know what's going on here. Why can't I do anything? Like you have... Oh. Let's see. How do I... Is it just bugged? Oh wait, there's a button I have to press. There we go. Okay, so we press this over here. How do I disconnect? Can I not disassemble? How do I detach a part? Let's look it up. To detach a part. G. Yeah, why can't I grab it? Oh my god, I'm doing it. This might be all the amount of batteries I need, to be honest. There we go. That should do it. Let's see. These batteries are. These batteries hold 400 each. That should be good for the Starship. That was insane. That was cool. I never thought that I would be doing that. So we have essentially everything we need. Let's just back up. Okay, so the only thing missing liquid fuel are these tanks. Which we'll fill with the nose cones of these. So this, and this. Okay, so we go in, 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 and then we can even out these tanks as much as we can here. That should be good right about there. Perfect. Alright. And then we head off to Minmus. That's it now. We just gotta go to Minmus. Going to Minmus. Okay, so I've never gone to Minmus from the moon. What I'm assuming is it's literally the same as going to the moon, where you just burn towards the target. Let's see. So if we are burning the wrong way, okay, let's go to borderline trajectory. And let's just add here. Let's see where we meet Minmus at. Why is it doing that? Okay, so yeah, let's just leave the moon's trajectory. Let's see what? Is that it right there? I think so. We'd have to wait forever to reach Minmus, it seems. It is theoretically moving slower. Okay. What if we burn this way? So we burn this way. We slow our orbit. If we burn this way, here we go. This is the direction we want to be going. There we go. Nice, that's perfect. And now we just aim that direction and we jump. Jump with our time bonus boost, whatever you want to call it. It's nice. We still have plenty of fuel. We could actually go pretty much anywhere in the universe right now. But probably without any kind of guarantee of getting back, that's for sure. This thing, I gotta keep in mind that it takes 3,000 units of liquid fuel for this middle one, and then like 6,000 units for these smaller tanks. Let's just line ourselves up here. I'm trying. looks like there's a wall. It just doesn't want to go there. Almost there. Come on. Just a little bit more. And we're almost there. Jesus. We're close enough. Oh my goodness. Look at that, our relay is actually working. It's connecting from there to the surface and then over to me. It's pretty cool. There's 2 crew members aboard. But I need to switch into the lander. Which once we get to Minmus, we'll do that. Let's just eye it down from here. And boom. Nice. Look at that. Perfect. This is one of the most successful missions I've ever had. This is awesome. This is like reaching new levels of science and KSP for me. Or rocketry. Like this whole design here is like the most weirdest kind of out there design, but like it's very efficient, honestly. I'm very proud of it. Let's just view the what the tourists see. There's moon. There's the moon on the horizon there. Let's give them a little bit of a spin. Just enjoy the next like 30 minutes of leaving the sphere of influence of the moon before we head to Minmus. Um, I think I will turn off the lights. Here we go. Oh, still pretty bright in here. Never mind. Let's keep those lights on then. Well, hello, buddy. How's the ride been? It's probably been like days. Like how long? It's been 19 days on this vessel. Yeah. I don't know what you just said, but that's yeah. I guess. Anyway, we are leaving the sun or the moon. We are leaving. Say goodbye, my friend. We are going. Oh wait, it's not saying that it's been 19 days. It's saying that to get to our periapsis it would take 19 days. But we're going to our apoapsis, so it's gonna take 9 days to get there. What's cool is you can just leave the game running and like you can let it play out if you want to. But they gave us this nice little time warp feature where we can just skip to the moment. Well, let's not wait around too much further. The moon's getting dark anyway. Let's just jump over to here. You're out of influence of the moon. You've been flung far and away. Oh. So the next time we pass around, we'll reach Minmus. So let's just warp here. Is that what's happening? Yeah, there we go. There's our encounter. We've been out here for weeks. Crew has obviously had tons of atmospheric views around Kerbin and the moon, watching them fling around each other over the months that have passed. I think it's been 35 days. It's been a month to get here. It's crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get up nice and close to Minmus here, getting sphere of influence. There we go. And then we can add an over here, and let's just circularize like this. Okay. We have our point of reference with the maneuver. Okay, so I have to figure out which Kerbal it is, which of these guys it wants to go to land on Minmus. Mirul? I believe it's these two, Caring. Yeah, Caring and Kerbal. Yeah, these are these are the two people that have to go land on Minmus. I believe everybody else is already in the Moonlander. So which ones are already finished? Hankberry. Let's see. Janor. John Zor. Okay, so John Zor. Transfer you to this pod here. Coel. To here. Subdret. Transfer you to over here. And then Coel. Transfer you to here. I believe everybody else should be fine. We could do a roll call, but we'll save the game once we orbit. Once we get into orbit. And if we don't finish the mission when we land, we'll just reset and go back to our quick save. It was very efficient getting here. It's nice. It's a nice thing to happen. Let's jump to our maneuver node. That should be good. Alright, so just gotta pick our landing location and we go. I think what I might do is deactivate these engines. What do I gotta do here? I gotta press. Don't I have these as their own action group? Let's turn these on again. No, I don't. Okay. So we have these toggled. Turn off our nuclear engines. We undock from here. Wait, we save first. Okay, we undock. Okay. And then with this craft, we're gonna go land maybe like here in the butterfly section. Let's just warp to here. Just in case, let's get our antenna out. There we go. We have a higher connection. Let's see. So we can land right here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's what I'm gonna do is actually create another action group with, can I do the individual engine? No, I can't. Okay, so let's just shut down these two. There we go. Flying by the starship. Let's try and land right here on this flat piece. Let's warp to here. Keep an eye on our resources here. We have tons of fuel to land here. Let's get our apoapsis down. We'll be doing this in map mode. I think we might just barely get out of line of sight for our connection here. I don't remember if I put a big antenna on the starship, but I don't think it'll be too big of a problem. We'll still have connection, I believe. Should do fine for a entry. So this thing has one battery here. That's what's got this thing with so much electric charge. Okay. Get closer, faster. To our suicide burn. Okay. Just make sure staying straight. You're landing in the most optimal spot here. Cut engines. Boom. We're landed. Alright, let's just double check. Make sure we got everybody that needed to be here. See checks all across the board. The last thing we gotta do is just bring them all home. We finished this one? Is that what that is? Yeah, I think we've got it all. Let's just set this as a target and we burn towards it. And boom, we'll stop there. And then we'll add a maneuver, circularize. See, I think we might need it farther down. So that's us. That's the target position. So we'll get there too early. Yeah, there we go. That is basically where we want to meet, right there. We're going faster now? What is going on here? I'm not understanding something. Okay, there we go. That is close enough. Okay. Let's just get ourselves moved over. And it's time warp right as soon as we're on it. Boom, and we warp to the maneuver node. Let's close our landing gear. Biggest dub. Don't I have like one of my guys in here? Oh, it's in one of the other pods. perfect. Let's round ourselves out here. It's pretty centralized, I'd say. Okay. Now we do this burn. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. And this is where we point our nose at it. Get ready to dock. Okay. Now we just center ourselves with the position. Speed it up a little bit. Switch over to the other vessel. Aiming at our embed our lander. Make sure we have enough monopropellant in reserves. Yes, here we go. This is going to be a nice dock. Keep it pointing this way. Boom. Boom. Whoa. I went a little bit too fast there. We're gonna have to have Bob repair that for us. Let's just go back. We're being too being too silly here. Passed it completely. Come on. Just gotta get there. Okay. That is touch. There we go. We got it. Wasted like half our monopropellant, but alright. Bob, Bill, can you repair this solar panel for us? Four kits required? Okay, well, we can be fine with just two. Let's keep that in mind for repairing things, ZVA kits. Oh, let's slow our roll here. And let's head back to Kerbin. Why can't I set Kerbin as target? Well, what is going on here? Why can't I set this as a target? Okay, so essentially what we got to do here is we got to go burn this way. And that is how we basically do a prograde burn back to Kerbin. I kind of want to dock this to the International Space Station, or maybe a smaller station that I have around in orbit. But, oh, I feel like I probably already know how that's gonna go. probably not gonna serve any use, and it's gonna take so long just because of the lag. But we'll head back. We'll head back to Curvin and prep ourselves for re-entry burn. Let's go and retract these because shouldn't hurt to have them retracted. Let's jump. Let's jump to our spot here. It's weird. When we're coming from this far out, we should definitely try doing aero braking at a very high height. Like 65,000 meters. Like that. That's good. Alright, and then we warp there. Say bye to Minmus. There's no science really to be done at Minmus anymore. And there is, but it'll take a different mission to do it. So we are rapidly approaching the planet. So I think let's warp here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the fuel we have left to slow our roll here. We totally could dock at, or just leave this in orbit and just bring all the tourists down, but I mean, I think I'd be better off just launching this again and a better version. Let's see. It'd be nice if we could land on the on the Space Center, but let's warp here. And let's use all 3 of our engines here. We can read it from here, bottom left corner. See how high our apoapsis is. This is super duper efficient. I might be able to go to Duna with this thing. I should definitely go and plant more refueling ships around the moon. Nimbus, maybe. And then all the way out to Duna. The more stations I can get in all kinds of places, the more I can refuel them, and I'll be a lot safer out in the wilds of the stars. I have exited atmosphere. Our orbit is still over 3,000 meters per second, which I do want to slow that down a little bit here. I think what I'll do is just come back around again up here. We still have a ton of Delta V. More than a ton, honestly. We want to be going in at less than 2,700 meters per second. Ideally less than 22. We might be able to save this and land with it. I think our fuel might weigh us down a lot, too much though, so we'll see about that. I think what I might do is just install parachutes on these so I can detach from them when I'm in air. I definitely don't want to go into the atmosphere too fast. That's for sure. We're going to be going at 61. I think we should do well. We can keep our nose forward. Let's try it. Let's save this. This is the second time, or technically the third time I've seen this re-enter. First time was a experimental. This thing kind of flings around in circles. Let's turn on our, what's the action group? Custom 10, okay. So let's press 10. Let's get our radiators active. Oh, I didn't press it. Yeah, radiators are, huh? Radiators are activating. I think it's because I only added one side of these radiators. This side right here. Radiators should help us stay cool while entering. Kinda deal with re-entry. Really? We're not slowing down? We didn't slow down at all. Barely any re-entry. Let's just warp here. I gotta leave the atmosphere again. Let's just skip around. $55,000 should get us good. Yep, let's just watch it burn from here. about to start touching the atmosphere. Here we go. Loading. LCS ports. Oh, the solar panels. Oh, that's what's burning, right? Solar panels. Radiator's trying to keep it cool. Have like 60 million parachutes, so this should still land even with this lower section. Getting deeper in the atmosphere. Because we're still attached to this is a lot of weight that's like pushing through the atmosphere right now. Same with this. speed. Are we over the ocean? I think so. That is insane. These parachutes are slowing this thing down. Like, the parachutes should have torn with all the weight that it's holding right now. This is crazy. I'm gonna save right here because something tells me this thing is gonna flop in the water and it won't be a good thing. It's staying straight up. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's tipping. Oh, it fell apart a little bit. Don't know what broke. So let's get a cleanup crew out here, please. Looks like we brought everyone back and learned a little bit about how this thing lands. Definitely is better to just split it all up. And this was all just to save this piece, which is very expensive. But I think I'm gonna make a different model of this. So yeah, let's recover everything that's dropped here. It's unfortunate that broke up like that, but it's fine. As long as nobody died. Let's recover it all. The emergency extraction team out here. Just the rest of everybody else. Broke up. Everything else is on the pad. How much funds do we got now? It's over. It was over. Oh yeah, 3 mil. What do we still need to do? Huh? We did that. I'm just gonna use the debug thing. Yeah, this is sweet. Yeah, this is I completed this. Literally just did that. I gotta do this. I think I'll save that for another time. Let's try and bring 6 tourists on a high G thing. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a probe that goes down to a adapter and then goes to a fuselage. Fuselage. Let me do this. Okay. And then coupling. And then we get some boosters on here. Too big. Too big. I guess this is not too big. Could just put like a single one of these on there or something, I guess. Let's just do 4 of these. It's parachutes. That's it. Should be high G. Alright, let's send them up. See how this does for high G. Just have to have them pass out from high G forces. I think this might do that. Maybe. These things are slow. How are we gradually turning? Oh, they have to be on orbit. We gotta make something actually complex for that, I guess. I think I'm gonna figure it out another time. Let's see what's on the contracts. I gotta expand the moon station. Plant another flag on the moon. Sure. We could do this too. New service outposts. That's one thing I was planning on doing. At least 11 Kerbals? This sounds like a cool idea. I think I might just put like a giant wide tower of stuff, land it on Minmus, and then it'll be like the spaceport of Minmus. Tourists. I think I'm gonna leave tourist missions for now. Map 12 asteroids. I think I can also do this. Extract 2,000 units of ore from the moon. Sure. Okay. We only got 700,000 in grants from that. What do we have in the name of science? very heavy rocketry would be nice. Maybe we should do a trip to Minmus. Well, this is gonna be the end of this stream video, whatever anybody's watching this from. Next time I'm gonna design some starships. I'm gonna design some crazy cool starships. Yeah. Bye.